Smashville, it's a cool stage. Like I like the simplicity of it, just having like the middle platform.
Yeah.
That said, it's weird. Like the lower blast zone, you almost expect it to be like longer, if that makes sense. But the upper blast zone, you almost expect it to be like shorter. So like it's weird. I remember playing Smash 4, and like it was always like Town's the low one, Smashville's the high one. And now it's in this game, it's like, oh, they're both high. It kind of just throws you off a little bit.
Absolutely, and that's going to be Dwizar with the Yoshi coming out. So Yoshi versus Sonic is definitely an unusual matchup. In particular, I think neither of them have a spectacular aerial game. I think they can both survive, but to the point of kind of on par with their opponent here. So I think we're probably going to see a lot of mid-stage gameplay coming out from both.
Yeah, Yoshi's a really aerial-based character, dubbing the fastest airspeed, even faster than Puff, actually.
Right.
And when you have a character like that, and when you have a double jump of that magnitude, like you can just go anywhere, and it's very hard to chase. So
absolutely.
So you have the fastest ground character versus the fastest aerial character. Very interesting contrast of speed.
Yeah, absolutely. And something of note, like you said, you've got fastest air versus fastest ground, but if SoulCake continues to try and take that aerial game, you're going to lose, 10 out of 10 times. So you've got to find kind of a mid-ground of playing a little bit on ground, playing a little bit in air, because if you push into Dwizar on this Yoshi, that could be a serious disaster. A great egg there coming out, able to find some damage early on. 120, actually 123.4, so that's fun. Means literally nothing, but, just numbers are fun. And now Dwizar up to 108%.
I was going to point out 5 points as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, no way! 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's gone. Thanks, Dwizar. Whatever. It was cool.
Oh, it was cool.
Definitely super cool there. That was fun. What are the odds that that's going to happen? But honestly, if you are Marquette, you really want this Yoshi player to come out on top, because there's a world where you can not only tie things up, but you could take a lead here if your Yoshi player Dwizar really overperforms in this matchup.
Alrighty, we got a... Ooh. Up smash I don't mind too much. I know it did get buffed at some point, so there's a little bit more intangibility. Personally, I think it's better to just go for like run off fair, maybe like an upbeat. Yeah, that homing attack and lag is really devastating.
Very, very much so. Like you said, incredibly devastating coming out there. Looks like SoulCake is going to be at 111 on that second stock. Dwizar just now going to lose that first, as I say it. So 112% lead for this Yoshi. That's definitely a good lead to have.
Yeah, certainly. And now, see, this is where it gets a little tricky for Sonic.
Sure.
So a lot of them like to do for the, a lot of them like to go for the spin dash combo, like spin dash and then like fair and nair. Against Yoshi, it's weird because you can jump. And so sometimes you can actually double jump in time if you're too far away. So it can actually be a bad thing to go for the spin dash at times, because sometimes they'll just double jump.
Yeah, no, that could definitely be a bad thing. And speaking of bad things, Dwizar now had a 100-something% lead and is just really going to be able to take that second stock, but racked up 102% before dealing any damage.
Right. Ooh, things are getting a little slow. Ooh.
Yeah, a little bit. It looks like we may be having a little bit of a slow burn coming out now. We saw that egg come through, and then all of a sudden, it looks like things may be back up to speed. Dwizar really relying on those throwables, those eggs, trying to get any kind of damage coming out with them. And to be fair, SoulCake is usually just walking into them face first. So, I mean, it's definitely working.
Oh, yeah, it is. At the moment, it is. But, okay, ooh. See, it's weird. Whenever they're both off stage, normally you'd be like, oh, edge guard opportunity.
Right.
And in this case, it's like, not really. It's like Yoshi comfortably double jumps, Sonic comfortably up Bs. It's like, it's more of like, who can go from the left to the right side of the stage. And speaking of which, gonna get launched across the stage and gonna die.
Yeah, get launched from the left to the right side into that blast zone there. So definitely a good look for SoulCake. Now they have the lead for just a moment, but then it's over. Dwizar able to find that great value there on the SoulCake. And credit to the Sonic, brought that a lot closer than I initially expected, but unfortunately just Dwizar's very good on this Yoshi.
Ready, let's take a look here. Right, and down tilt. Ooh, I like the down tilt before the down B. I thought that was sick. Just that little percent.
Absolutely. It's definitely something of note is that SoulCake really did a pretty spectacular job staying alive. There's a couple of minor mistakes. We see the eat come through here and just phenomenal follow-up from Dwizar. They're able to read that and expects even the jump, I believe. Well, yeah, we'll take another look at it here. So we see the mashing. He's trying to escape, and then I believe he just... Yep. Yeah, I mean, expects the up B out of it. That is... One impressive read, if I do say so myself. That is a very good play coming out from Dwizar there.
Yeah, that was definitely very impressive. That, alongside the beginning of the game, was definitely like a highlight.
Yeah.
Aside from just the down B kill, I think the one highlight that we should credit for is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is something.
Yes. I hope somebody clipped that just for that small moment, because that is so fun. That is so exciting to see. But now we see Quinnipiac. I mentioned, SoulCake, playing Sonic, and from what I have, only Sonic. Looks like I may have been wrong. It's going to be swapping onto the Joker.
It's funny looking at this. I actually have a friend who plays Sonic, and funny enough, he uses the exact same Sonic skin, and he uses the exact same Joker skin. So I don't know if this is like a message.
Maybe it's an alias. Maybe it is him.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's foreshadowing something. Who knows?
You never know, right? There's only time can tell.
All right, speaking of time, they're quickly giving each other damage. 30 seconds, and they're already at high percent. Keeping it even. Good grab. Yeah, so this is good because Joker's Arsene allows Joker to kind of counteract the sort of double jump armor effect that Yoshi typically displays, and so that can help a lot in taking stocks. Also, if you do manage to catch Yoshi in the air with the drag down up air, you can get a lot of niche things like down smash. Sometimes you can just do up air loops, and then you can get for the up smash. So I think this is a great choice. Great contrast to the
absolutely.
Sonic.
And I'm just now finding out that I'm kind of sad because SoulCake also plays Banjo, but goes for the Joker instead. So I wish we would have seen Banjo. I have not seen him yet on my personal bingo card, so I think that would be a lot of fun. And we see SoulCake already at a pretty aggressive deficit here. Dwizar is at 140 on that first stock, but SoulCake already 40 on that second. So just a lot of extra credit, a lot of free damage coming through from Dwizar. Oh, it's going to be a pretty good turnaround, at least for a moment. If you're able to rack up 43%, and to be fair, you do have Arsene online, so that can be huge as well. 51% now, but now getting a little bit of damage in on your own, maybe trying to find a combo off the back of it, but just some great shielding so far from Dwizar is going to make that difficult.
Getting a little... Yeah, I think
Looks
they're
like
both
they may be waiting out some lag, yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Actually, it's really unfortunate for SoulCake because that means you can use Arsene.
I was thinking that very same thing. They are sent now offline, so SoulCake, that is definitely unfortunate. But honestly, kudos to the both of them for deciding to wait out that lag instead of both of them trying to do anything during it. I can only imagine how difficult it is to play on Wi-Fi, but hopefully soon we can return to those beautiful lands that we all miss very much.
Definitely. All right. Whiffs the F smash, but that's honestly not too bad because he gets another one. All right, good. Ooh, down tilt or not down tilt. Back air into F smash.
Dwizar seemingly looks like they're going to be able to take this one away, and if they can take the victory, I think current stance they tie things up. If they can win with these two stocks, I think that gives them a 1-point advantage. But don't quote me on that. I'm still very bad at that whole mental math thing. Definitely not my strong suit. But now Dwizar, 105% might lose that stock, but bashes out before the back throw or up throw perhaps could come through from SoulCake. Already halfway through our timer as well, getting around that halfway mark. SoulCake trying to find the damage, going to be able to find an Arsene early on, hopefully going to be able to find this stock, but again, things running just a little bit slow.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh! That's good.
Okay. Yeah, that was a nice counter. Alright, Makarikon again. I forget the distinction between Makarikon and Tetracon. I think Tetracon is less percent. and then I believe Makarkon is for like the high power attacks. I keep forgetting the distinction.
I honestly do not know the difference between them either, so nothing held against you there. And here is the world's slowest down throw coming out very quickly from SoulCake. You know, looks like it might speed up just for a moment, but there's definitely something going on with somebody's internet here because it is not working out. We see Dwizar now at that 43% last stock. SoulCake also last stock, so we saw this last time SoulCake just barely kind of didn't necessarily drop the ball, just got crazy comboed by Dwizar. So if they're able to prevent that from happening, it could be a huge turnaround.
Yeah, and speaking of turnarounds, I hope this sort of slow gameplay turns around for them because this is not looking good for either. Or
oh man, it's like watching the entire fight in slow motion. Now we see SoulCake, you know, just trying to run, possibly trying to wait out this lag, but you know, it's definitely not good. It looks like it might get Arsene off the lag, if anything. Misses the forward smash. Plenty of time to react when you're moving at 3 frames a second. And now, the forward smash from Dwizar. No nasty combos, no crazy plays, just a whole lot of lag coming out. And Dwizar is able to find that forward smash kill, confirming that victory for Marquette. I think ties things up. Possibly a 1-point lead, but I think that's just going to tie things up.
Okay.
That was, painful. I hope that all these players are connected via LAN like they're supposed to, but I know that there's also that weird bug with a Nintendo Switch where it tells you it's connected to LAN and it's not, so maybe that's happening to one of these players here. Yeah, no, that is a weird issue. Fun fact about the last 2 matchups we've seen, they were both 2-0, and both of them went to Smashville and then PS2 in that order. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't usually keep track of maps, but I decided today, for whatever reason, that I'm going to start doing that on my spreadsheet. So it's becoming a very busy spreadsheet, but it gives me a lot of good information, a lot of good things to talk about, where if somebody doesn't know I have the spreadsheet, they go, wow, he's got some really good memory. And then, you know, I'll let them believe that, you know what I mean? So also, while we've got a moment, I'm going to give a huge happy birthday shout out to our producer Devin, who during the break I found out it's his stinking birthday and he came into work today. So everybody in chat, please drop a happy birthday to Devin because that's awesome that he chose to come into work today. So there we go. Got that embarrassment for him out of the way, and we can't even see him blushing right now, which is the saddest part of it all. But happy birthday, my friend. I'm very glad that you are still here working with us. And we are now going to be... You're welcome. You're so welcome, bud. And now we're going to be seeing one of 3 players coming out from the side of Quinnipiac. There's going to be Bako, who is listed as Shulk Mithra, so I hope they also play Pyra because, you know. And then Mr. Purple, who is that Nest player, and then Billy Shilly, Pichu, and listed as Pit, but I have Terry and Incineroar written down. So I'm starting to think Billy Shilly might just have a lot of characters in their back pocket here.
You know, I said this earlier, being a jack of all trades has its benefits. You learn a lot about not just the characters, but also about neutral, because it's like, okay, you have a character that might be very good at keeping distance, or you might have a character that has no choice but to go close up. And so if you feel both scenarios and you gauge those characters in that aspect, you attain knowledge on pretty much all aspects of neutral. You know, it's funny, whenever I say that, I don't know why, I keep thinking of like the Palpatine like Star Wars quote where it's like, oh, Anakin, you must understand all aspects of the Force, even the nature of like the dark side, you know? I don't know why I keep having that in my head.
It makes sense though, right? You've got to understand every aspect of it, you know? And in both circumstances, you've got to understand both aspects of whatever that Force may be, whether it's the actual Force or a Smash-related Force. And also, as you can see below, my math was kind of correct. I had a 50-50, so Marquette is down by 1, and I said, you know, either down by 1 or tied up. So it looks like they are going to be down by 1, but that is such an unbelievable deficit, like such an unbelievably easy deficit to come back from. Like that is literally a single stock victory. You can at least tie things up.